prison lawyer, and you're in dun 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 dun. Got a banger for y'all, motherfucking banger. To call this episode "The Truth Is Harder to Believe Than Fiction." Ain't that the truth? But before I get into this, let me get into this. I'm gonna say shout out to all the people who are following us, our fans who've been our day ones. I want to say shout out to you. Keep following us, share us, like us, and we on all platforms. I got something to say. IGSTS, View Lanes. I got something to say. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the voice of the voiceless. We are the voice of the voiceless. You can tell by our platforms, the people we have on there, the people we talk about, the conversations we having. As my man Ron B say, you ain't gonna catch no rappers on here. Just us rapping about the facts, the criminal injustice system. So, SAF Mo, the truth is harder to believe than fiction. What are you talking about? What you talking about, man? Let me just go back a minute and remember the episode we did on Derrick Jordan. Free all the guys. Derrick Jordan was a brother who was sent to joint at age 16 for alleged murder he did not commit and is doing a straight 86 years, a life sentence. He's got a life sentence, but he was sentenced as a juvenile, so the first thought you have if you're following the law is like, why doesn't he apply for relief and come out? Because it's case law that says juveniles should not be sentenced to life in prison. Well, he's got a technical life in prison. His sentence doesn't say life sentence, it says 86 years, and technically that's a life sentence, right? So they use this technicality in court proceedings or to not hear his case, the reason to reject his case. Anyway, Graham v. Florida is being, they're basically unraveling that right now as we speak. But I'm not talking about Graham v. Florida. I want to point your attention to the fact that the system locks a person up quick when it's wrong. The system is wrong. But when a person is right, the system is slow to release that individual. It's slow to correct itself. It's quick to put you in the joint, throw away the keys. But when you ask them for relief, when there's a mistake, they don't want to hear that shit. So if you peek Derrick Jordan's episode, Mr. Jordan was interrogated by those dirty detectives in Area 2, District 5 in Chicago. Why is that important, SF Mo? You know that Station 2, it produced Michael McDermott, the overseer who believed by way and with police torture is the way to secure a confession. Believe it or not, Dirty McDermott is somewhere now in a sunny state, chilling, probably listening to Young Thug or some shit, while the individuals he wrongly charged and who eventually were sentenced are now languish in prison. No get out of jail free calls for them. No chilling in the Sunshine State. No nothing. Dermott's free, they locked up. But Dirty McDermott did a lot of dirt to get them in prison. Contrary to belief, and I want those with virgin ears to cover their ears. Cover your ears, because I'm about to say something that might shock the shit out of you. Derek Chauvin is not the one bad apple in a bunch. These individuals are like rats. They travel in packs. So, of course, they have partners who are either complicit or implicit to their behavior of misconduct. It's like that, right? So SF Mo, I get a call from IDOC. It's Derrick Jordan on the phone. He wants to talk. I want to talk to you, SF Mo. I want to tell you something. What you got to tell me?
Derrick Jordan, currently held in a correctional center, serving since 86 years for a crime that I did not commit. My conviction came by way of a detective who had since been identified for participating in torture, abusing prisoners, doing confessional interrogations, and listening to legal confessions that contributed to the conviction. while he was eventually given the immunity to testify against his superior, John Burge, it was not ruled that those who have been convicted by him, his parole and their crimes, that we will receive evidentiary hearings to determine whether or not his actions contributed to our conviction. And so what I'm saying is that being that he participated in these convictions and then became an investigator for the state attorney's office, many of these state attorneys who signed up for his confessions and worked with him while he was in the state attorney's office, who are now judges in the Cook County, makes it impossible for us to receive a fair hearing making a claim of impropriety during our trial proceedings. This is why we need independent tribunals to hear police abuse claims by those that have been convicted in Cook County.
You know what they're gonna say? They're gonna say they don't have the staff to facilitate something like that. That's their way out.
But we are talking about the interest of justice. And if we go to the rules that they have set in place, it will allow them to do these things because according to Illinois Code of Judicial Conduct, Rule 61 mandates that judges exercise the highest degree of care when faced with issues that may cause us to question their fairness and impartiality. Now, how can we say that they do not have the staff? But no, we are saying is all they asking of them is to take our cases out of Cook County and put them in the next county, DuPage County, LaSalle County, Will County, or any of the surrounding counties. Because plenty of us are currently here in downstate prisons already. So it'd be nothing more than to take us to the nearest county to hear our claims, or have the witness being brought in via Zoom to testify, etc. So the excuse that they can have only can be is when being denied for political reasons, my brother.
This is SAF Mo. Derrick, you're in a grill pit. You're being taped right now. And what I wanted to say is, has anybody attacked it from that position, tried to recuse their judge and move to another county? And what has been the disposition of that?
Well, we haven't seen this because they're trying to tell us that the judges are held to their oath. And they are given the impression of being impartial. However, when the state attorneys, they take the oath, and yet still when they come down and sign off on these forced confessions, they do not say that they violated these oaths. And previously we have seen them do this Richard Braylord when they brought a judge from the southern region of Illinois, Cook County, to get involved and identify those who participated in the mob cases. Also, when we see this in the case of Jeff Ford, when he was allowing individuals outside judge to come in to see how this individual was able to have sex with his girlfriend in the clerk's office, being that they wanted to ensure Jeff Ford conviction. And so we have seen prior instances where they have brought judges from outside Cook County to sit on the bench for the purpose of resolving corruption, as well as to ensure individual conviction, so they can do it again.
Yeah, but I'm saying like since you know that the judges are an issue, so if I'm in Minnesota, right, and I have a problem with a judge, I can recuse that judge, right, and then I have to submit an affidavit based on facts, the reason why this judge should not be on this case, and they're going to affirm it or they're going to deny it. And what I'm asking is, has anyone attempted to bring their case before a judge and recuse that judge based on the statements that you just said?
This was previously done.
Proceed
against the state attorney's office, not for the judge. They were saying they had to bring in special prosecutors to hear these cases. But they were saying that's what I'm saying. They allowed the judge to maintain on the bench to hear these cases, saying that the judge took an oath and they're going to hold him to the oath that he vows to uphold the law against all impartiality.
Well, we know that's not happening. We know that's not happening.
Exactly.
So has anyone tried to come out and circumvent the system and pursue it from another avenue? I know you are right now by coming out here and telling people what's going on, but has this been addressed to any other institutions or any other legal clinics or anything like that this is a problem?
Yes, we have had other individuals making the claims of saying that they need independent tribunals to hear cases. But the thing with that is, them was cases of individuals who made claims being forced confessions. What I'm saying is, because in my case, I never made a forced confession, but the police and propriety that participated in my arrest and conviction was just examined, being that a manipulated witnesses, manufacturing evidence, perjury, it was just examined as a forced confession. And so while being that I never made a forced confession, they could say, well, it does not pertain to me or does not extend to me. However, the lead detective in my case was also an investigator in the district attorney's office. And as my attorney judge I'm in front of is a former district attorney. And so we expect her to hear this claim of her former colleague and say he acted properly in spite of being granted immunity to cooperate with the feds. This cannot be fair and justice in our county.
So what do you think the solution is? I know that the solution is you have bought the solution, but how do you think that we go about getting the special prosecution or get it tried or get the case heard in another county?
I think of those. The reason why I'm saying that it's necessary to have an independent tribunal judge outside of Cook County, because the solution I'm asking for is a judge outside of Cook County.
Right, but how would you go? How would you? You know they denying it. How would you go about bringing this to their attention
Or filing it.
Well, they already said they've been filing claims and they've denied the claim, saying that the judge is under oath to this. They're basically denying the fact. They're actually turning a blind eye to the affidavit of what's going on. So since we know they're going to do that, I mean, what's a hunger strike, a solidarity within the prisons. What do you think needs to be done as a PSA so we can get it out there so we can challenge this, because they're not going by the.
We actually need the community to get involved.
Okay.
Because the community has to take a part in this, because we cannot say that this judge is wrong or right until we are affected by this judge's decision.
Right.
And so oftentimes this only occurs after we have this victim of this judge's action. But this judge got on the bench to a way of our vote. And so we in the county and Democratic Party. And this Democratic Party put these judges on the ballot.
Yeah.
So it's for us to say this judge is not fit to be on this trial, on this bench, being that his past actions reflect him being impartial.
Right. I see where you're going. So I'm trying to figure out from what politicians are we talking about? We're not talking about Jesse Jackson. I understand that the judges are on the ballots, but we have to. And I know the community's electing these judges, but I'm saying it's got to be a political move where somebody. So who are we talking about judge-wise? What judges? Name some judges that need to be removed that you having difficulties with.
I know for a fact Judge Margaret Brosnahan.
Is she Caucasian?
She's sitting on the bench right now.
Is she Caucasian?
Former prosecutor. Yes.
Okay.
Former prosecutor. I have been before this judge at plenty of time. Every time which I make the claim, present my facts to her, she mistakes the facts and makes decisions that's contrary to established law. She's pro-state in her courtroom, and it guarantees the state has an opportunity to ensure that my pleas for justice are denied.
Say her name again for me.
Mary Margaret Brosnahan.
Brosnahan. Okay, Mary Margaret. You hear that, Mary? You hear that, Judge Mary? Whoever. We're making a claim against you, saying that you're unethical, you're immoral, and you have a conflict of interest when it comes to these cases because you're part and parcel to the problem. Go ahead, brother.
This is definitely what it is. And how can we request justice from former prosecutors who work alongside their fellow prosecutors who signed up for these confessions with just obtained through legal methods? Because for her to sit in there and say that my confession, that was obtained from me, that was signed off from the assistant state attorney's office, was illegally obtained, she be passing this version upon the state attorney's office, saying that they obtained this information in an illegal method. Therefore, what we say.
Go ahead, bro.
Every time that the Cook County judge rejects every one of our claims of torture or misabuse or abuse, it's more like that State Attorney's Office, the Chicago Police Department, and a host of former and present colleagues avoid criticism as well as potential administrative and criminal scrutiny. It's better to have thoroughly investigated the claim of abuse. This is how she is allowing these other misgivings of her colleagues and present as well as former to get away with this action by simply denying my claim. Because once they had to bring in the prosecutor who signed off on this arrest and conviction and say, yes, you did this wrong, then that would put that person in the spotlight.
Right.
And that would bring all the other misgivings that they have done into the spotlight.
Right.
To prevent that, she simply says, I have not put forth facts that warrant that new hearing.
Right. Because she's basically covering up, and the reason why she's a judge is because they know that she's gonna follow suit and she's gonna uphold all the dirty. The reason they're pushing her because she was part of the corruption. Now she's a judge, covering up the fact that what been done throughout the state was corruption. We had the same situation in Minnesota with Amy Klobuchar about her running. Now she was running for president, but she also ran on the fact that she was cleaning up North Minneapolis, and through just the community coming together, it was proved that she was nothing but a liar, and she was covering up the misdeeds that she had done previously. So we see that a lot. Why they take these individuals who was part of the problem, the same way with Hillary Clinton and what she did, and then she tried to run for president after she imprisoned she was part of that a war on crime. And then all of a sudden you want to make her president and think she's gonna do. So you make a judge, you promote a judge who don't know who's already done set her bones on convicted individuals. Seeing this under the law, under oath that she found this individual who's committed this crime, and now she's got to back up and say, you know what, I made a mistake. But you're a judge, right?
You
You a prosecutor,
right?
Yeah, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. Go ahead, brother. Keep on talking. Listening.
I'm saying, and being that this personal professional relationships between the sitting judge and the president of former Cook County State Attorney, this nation has created interpersonal conflict of interest and raised appearance of impropriety to allow this to continue to go on. And so that's what I'm calling on the community to study into the judge's background. What is their history? What have they done? What are they ruling? How are they ruling? How do they fare when it comes to justice? Are they a part of the 94 crime deal?
They are.
Ensures that to open the floods for the penitentiary?
They are,
That's what we still saying, because the sentences that are being handed down in Cook County reflects these judges are not for justice. They are not for rehabilitation.
No.
They're really about punishment and incapacitation.
Right.
Get you out the way and keep you punished while you're all down in prison. Because we're not being provided any educational programs in prison.
None.
So therefore, it's purely incapacitation.
Right. And making sure you stay there.
It was tactical the way they sentenced him, because President Bush signed the Second Chance Act, and the Second Chance Act ensures that no juvenile sentenced to a life sentence will not receive a second chance. All juveniles will receive a second chance, right? So by them giving you 86 years or 90 years or 20 years or 30 years as a juvenile, you don't qualify for the Second Chance Act because they didn't give you life.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
This is how they changed that. Okay, they said they not want to give you a juvenile. They turn around. The United States Supreme Court issued ruling with pertaining to juveniles, saying that for the purpose of sentencing, they are constitutionally different. So the judges was compelled to consider military factors in order to decide whether or not this juvenile should be prison for the rest of his life in prison. Understand, life for a juvenile may be a 50-year sentence because he's spending so much time in prison.
Right.
However, once the new United States Supreme Court judges got on the bench, they started overturning previous decisions. The old rule is still decisive. What's established law has been settled is no longer settled law, and they reviewed that issue. So now they're saying that an individual juvenile can be sentenced to life in prison without a finding of him being unreliable. So this is what they're doing. They come along for some time and started giving the impression that they want to be for justice, but it's all smoke and mirrors. Because no sooner than you turn around, they took it all right back.
What case did you say that spun him back? What was it? Because so you said, so explain that again, because you saying now a juvenile could get life in prison, and it doesn't matter that they're juvenile, and they don't even have to decide mitigating factors.
You have a life sentence, whether it is whether you have a de facto life sentence.
Okay.
The de facto life sentence is saying that while you are not sentenced to life, you will be spending so much time in prison. It's the equivalent of a life sentence.
Right.
And that's what we're dealing with. So being that I was sentenced to 86 years in prison, that's a de facto life sentence. The United States Supreme Court saying that before a judge can make a determination to give me a certain sentence as a juvenile, they must make a determination that I'm not rehabable. I'm irredeemable. However, once the new United States Supreme Court got on the bench, they reviewed that decision and said, hey, we changed our mind. They no longer have to make the determination. That for a juvenile can be sentenced to life again.
Oh shit. Now when was this ruling?
This was done in June, last in June in Jones versus Mississippi.
Jones versus Mississippi. That's crazy, man. So yeah, this is
The progress that we was making in the court and moving the courts more on the lines of being fair and moving the lines of justice has been taking a step back gradually, bro. We see this coming again and again and again. We see it just recently with the Roe v. Wade, where we see expect them to come down with the Roe v. Wade decision, which is supposed to be settled law. After 49 years, you want to come back and now say, hey, we're going to review this and take it back.
yeah. That's the problem with that system. That's the problem with that system. Is that they keep playing these games. It's schizophrenic, you know, and that's crazy. That's crazy. So where are you at now? Are you still in the court processes?
Yeah, right now still in court, still in front of Brosnahan, waiting to have them hear whether or not my sentence is a de facto life sentence. Now, need to give me sentence or not. Of all things, you know what I'm saying?
How long?
Explain who that is you're in front of right now.
You got 1 minute left.
I'm finna try to hit y'all right back, bro.
Okay.
Another number.
All right.
Okay.
Yep. Mr. Jordan, he believes, Derrick Jordan believes that all Cook County judges should be removed from post-conviction proceedings because they cannot be fair. He believes that all Cook County judges should be removed from post-convictions. These post-convictions that involve police misconduct, they should be removed. Dude talking radical now. Hold up, SF Mo. Here you go again. SF Mo. Causing problems. You causing problems. You just reacted to Bruce Springsteen, Rivers, who's got the criminal justice system all fucked up. You know, in his mind, you know, Leo is doing what Leo's supposed to do. In my mind, they're doing exactly what they're supposed to be doing too, locking black and brown people up. Back to that. So now I'm calling out Cook County Leo. I'm calling you out. And because I don't want this to be emotional, I'm going to stick to the facts. I'm going to read something straight out the headlines. This coming straight from the headlines. Cook County Prosecutor would no longer handle 8 cases involving alleged misconduct by a former detective who is married to a sitting Cook County judge. I told you this episode should be called Truth's Harder to Believe Than Fiction, but I'm going to change that. Truth is harder to accept than fiction. Okay, I said a lot. So let's unpack this. Let's unpack that headlines. Let's unpack the Cook County Prosecutor, a former detective, and a judge. Who are they talking about? What cases are they talking about? The cases that are now under review and investigation by a special prosecutor out of Cook County are those cases that involve police misconduct out of those area substations, right? Area 2, Area 5, wherever you want to go. They have police misconduct running rapid, and they're going to investigate it. The officer, Dick Michael McDermott, fellow brother Kriston Kato, is the former officer and the judge he's married to is the Honorable Judge Mary Margaret Brosnahan. I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name, Honorable Judge, who was, until being elected as a judge, elected as a judge, she was a career prosecutor. What? A career prosecutor. What? A career prosecutor. So those of you who are slow, it's easy for me to draw a conclusion. The prosecutor's office, the police and judges, more than likely knew they were gaining false confessions out of those substations and turned a blind eye. I know, super liars, super lawyer liars. That's arguable. And you would like to argue with me. I'm just going to state the facts. The Honorable Mary Margaret Brosnahan is a current judge on Derrick Jordan's post-conviction, where he challenged not only just his conviction, but he's challenging the confession that was given when he was 16 years old and did not have a parent present. Okay? Come on, catch up with me now. He was 16 years old. All the police shows you see, the parents in the room with him, but his case, there was no adult in the room, and they tortured a confession out of him. They lied to him. They did all these things to get this confession. Now they got this murder solved. I sent it to the prosecutor. Back to the headlines. It was reported because of all these deep and dense patterns of relationship between Cook County judges and prosecutors. I'm gonna add cops, that the integrity of that system is under question. So they all circle together. Judges, prosecutors, correction officers, they all think they in this little brotherhood. So it's not hard to believe that it's impossible to now have a sitting judge decide on whether their brothers were wrong or right. I mean, come on. Fox running the hen house. So Fox is not running the hen house. The Fox, he's beyond the Fox running the hen house, right? In this situation. I mean, shit. I mean, fuck, just let me be the commissioner of corrections. You understand? I mean, come on, man. Let me be the commissioner of corrections. I should have never happened. Because I learned the word from Mr. Bruce Rivers. You know, thank you for educating us black folks about conflict of interest. Where you at, Mr. Bruce Willis? In this conflict of interest, it's beyond conflict of interest, but it's not talking about all this little popular bullshit y'all want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? You want to keep this keep this underneath the rug. But SAF-MO, your prison lawyer, because we are the voice of the voiceless, it's not going to happen. So, conflict of interest, as Miss Bruce Willis pointed out to us, is when you have a vested interest in something. You know what I'm saying? It's simple. And police misconduct and your husband and his buddies being part and partial to the problem is a vested interest. Told you this episode will be called, it should be called, It's Stranger Than Fiction. These people have working relationships, personal relationships, that have been based on placing innocent individuals in prison based on police misconduct. Question. SAF-MO's got a question. Y'all hit me in the comment box. Answer this question. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm just curious. Did these prosecutors know the misconduct was occurring in substations like Area 2? And did they turn a blind eye? They really took justice as blind into it was not just literal, but figurative, everything. Justice is blind. We know this was going on. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You committed a crime. And the reason I'm not trying to make fun of anything. I'm just saying this is what Derrick Jordan is talking about. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, come on, man. The man, he's making a legitimate point. You know, why are these relationships based on misconduct that will continue to be covered up, and because you have these judges who were once prosecutors who prosecuted these cases, understand these cases, know about these cases, and they have vested interest in these cases, and are part of it, but yet still this political establishment shouts out, we're going to have a robust investigation, and we're going to find truth, find your truth, right? At the end of the day, man, I'll be honest with all y'all, it's easier to just lock black and brown bodies up, throw away the key. As bad as that sounds, truth is stranger than fiction. We got a conversation with a gentleman who was on one of our previous casts. He was on our pods. Derrick Jordan, who's doing, 86 years? 86 years. He's calling us right now.
Hello? Hello?
There you go.
You ready?
Yeah.
Give me that judge's name again.
I'm gonna do this call. Y'all just do what y'all do. That'll work.
What's that judge's name again?
Margaret Brosnahan.
Mary Margaret
Brosnahan.
Spell her last name.
Brosnahan.
Oh,
Brosnahan. Okay, I'm gonna Google her real quick and see what pop up. Go ahead, bro. You got the flow.
Yeah. This man is Brosnahan. Yeah,
Brosnahan.
Brosnahan. Or M. I think it's an M.
Go ahead, bro. You got the floor.
Well, what we are saying is that not all individuals who have been victims of Area 2 was forced into making confessions. Some individuals had the detectives manipulate evidence, manipulate identification procedures, manufacture evidence, hide evidence, and these matters contribute to our convictions just as much as individuals coming in being told to say whatever they had to say to convict us. And so during this process, when you allow the state attorneys to sign off on these confessions, they work hand in hand with the police. Clearly, state attorneys move on to become sitting judges on Cook County bench. And so when we come before these judges and say these officers did us wrong, these officers did this, and we told the police or state attorneys what took place, they denied us because it was unthinkable for anybody to believe it. And in spite of the special prosecutor who was appointed by the Chief Judge Timothy Evans in 2002.
What's the Chief Judge's name?
Timothy Evans, the Chief Judge of Cook County's name,
Timothy Evans.
He appointed a special prosecutor to look into the abuse claims by defendants at Area 2 police station. And it was released in 2006. And while they concluded numerous instances of abuse of prisoners, not one officer or detective was criminally charged for their actions. Now, while we look at this, if nobody was held accountable for their actions, why would they come around and say anybody done any wrong? Because
Right.
what I'm saying is that this problem is fested from all points of the judicial system of Cook County on 26th Street. And also, it's worth noting that 50 individuals that Illinois appellate courts recognized was tortured to make confessions. Not one of them guys, when they went to Cook County and tried to say confessions, ruled in them guys' cases.
They didn't want to admit they was wrong.
Not one case did a judge in Cook County rule that guy was forced to make a confession. In 50 cases, it took for the appellate court to recognize that these gentlemen, and men and women, was tortured into making a false confession. So now this was determined in 2004. How can we expect any justice today when we still going for the same individuals looking for justice?
Now, I'm reading a story that they're saying that a special prosecutor to take over cases involving alleged misconduct by a former detective who is married to a Cook County judge. Now, is she married to a Cook County? Is she married to a one of these detectives, or are they talking about somebody else?
Yes, sir. She's married to a Cook County police officer.
So, but
Police officer.
now she's on your case now.
Yes.
Was she your sentencing judge? Was she your judge in your first criminal conviction? I mean, your prosecutor.
No, sir. I had a different judge at that time.
So why are they? So there's a movement right now to get her removed from all these cases currently.
Yes.
So where is that at?
That's the thing. We're trying to get more individuals involved. We're trying to
Oh, I get it now. I get it now. I didn't know that it was already a movement to get this female removed because she's married.
Biased.
She's married
She's
to.
biased.
She's married to.
She's biased.
One of the detectives who was formerly alleged of misconduct.
Yeah, she's biased.
That's why I wanted to bring the story up. That's why I wanted to bring the name up. She popped right up.
This is what I'm saying, bro. And so when I put
This news to me, bro. News.
when I put the special prosecutor report in front of her and making a statement making a claim of my Fourth Amendment rights was violated and that I was arrested without a warrant. I was interrogated without an adult being present. I was interrogated without a youth officer being present. That resulted in an illegal identification. That resulted in a gun being located, which was never tied to me or to the crime.
And how old were you exactly at the time?
Was not new. Yeah.
How old were you exactly at the time?
At the first time I was arrested, I was 14 years old, bro.
Wow.
I turned 15 the second time I was arrested, so a month later.
So for them to question you by law, it's supposed to be an adult present.
And if you let the detective McDermott tell it, he had a youth officer present during my interrogation. However, why was it necessary to have a youth officer present during this interrogation when my grandfather, Edward Jackson, who was at the police station seeking to see me?
Right.
It's just.
And it even so that when they found my grandfather, took him back to his home, searched my room, found the gun, returned to the police station with my grandfather, yet still refused to allow him to be present during the interrogation.
Yeah, everything about what's going on is criminal injustice. It's just like they keep playing games with folks, trying to shut people up and trying to keep people, just shut up and take this time. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't doing nothing but bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Just looking at this story right now, it's like I don't understand why it's not a big movement towards shit like this. Like let's if you truly trying to, get things right, let's get it right. Why are you gonna appoint somebody who's sleeping with the guy you gotta investigate or his partners?
Mm-hmm.
You know how she gonna find every time.
Yeah, she in love. She in love.
Yeah,
She's not gonna go against him.
Yeah, this is crazy.
How can we expect her to make a ruling and say that the police are corrupt in their dealings when she's living with a police officer? Now we said that he's also
Fuck living with them. They going to picnics together, going out to dinner together. You know what I'm saying?
Family, that's what I'm saying. Professional as well as personal relationships corrupt their dealings.
Right. How could you make like they really take that office into like this judge is beyond everything.
How can you make my boyfriend,
Husband
that I'm in love with, that I've been with, go against me?
Because I'm saying it extends beyond this one. Because if you think of it, we often hear that it's just a few rotten apples in the bunch.
Right.
The fact is, when we're at these police stations being abandoned and abused, no other officer come in and say, stop that. No other officer come in and say, hey, he did this wrong. So being on your side is part of the problem.
Yeah, they are the problem. Yeah.
Better yet, how can they expect her to go against her husband?
You're misgiven by being quiet. Come on.
Right. Not only you question her professional career, you talking about her whole relationships and everything that's built her to make her who she is. So the people elected her to that. How did that special office, that special prosecution office that she's in, was that she's not elected to that position? How did she get that position? Do you know?
The special prosecutor was appointed by the chief judge of Cook County.
Which was this Timothy Evans.
And even that report, once it was finalized, because he determined that he had enough evidence to indict Detective McDermott, but yet he failed to indict him.
He's the one that didn't indict McDermott. This Timothy Evans.
Right.
So it's
McDermott.
so it's just like it's like everybody is in cahoots with everybody, right? The fox is watching the hen house. You know what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense. So they telling you have an opportunity to get out. We're gonna give you the opportunity to get out, but we're gonna let the person who put you there decide on whether you get out or not.
That's what it is. That's what we're dealing with. We're gonna let them decide it. You know, we're gonna let you spend all this time in prison. You know what I'm saying? 28 years I've been in prison now.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
28 plus.
28.
I've been in prison since I was 15.
You had enough. You've been.
I had absolutely no time to it all.
You had enough time for this lady to become a prosecutor, now become a judge, and
get married
and get
to the arresting officer.
Well, she done built her career.
Yeah.
So you asking her to give up her career
And get married to the arresting officer.
No, she give up her career. Her career was based on imprisoning all these young black youth
Right.
on lies.
Right.
Now you saying I ran on that as a judge, that I did that for y'all community. Now you telling me to tell them that it was all a lie.
Right.
Oh, come on, man.
Now, also keep in mind, not just that she's saying that I ran on that was all a lie, but the victim's family have to sit up there and say, y'all told us that y'all had the right guy, and that ain't him.
Yep.
The person that actually committed this crime is still in my community preying on other people.
Yep. Why the real killers out there running around?
Yeah.
This is crazy, man. This is what they call criminal injustice. Criminal injustice, man. This is crazy. I'm glad I looked up that story because it gave me some context to what you was talking about. Because I didn't know that she's married to one of the detectives, and they decided that she'd be the best fit to find justice.
She married to one of the detectives that fabricated the evidence.
Right. So you know what she said.
No.
Yeah. And she was a prosecutor. She'll prosecute out of Cook County?
Yes.
That's crazy, man. That is
Some of the guys who she participated in their conviction of is down here now. With me serving time.
yeah.
In the appellate court.
That's
So,
yeah. They know what they doing. They know exactly what they doing. You know, giving people all this time and basically not giving them the way out at all. Just this is crazy, man. Make a person go. I mean, I'm glad, brother, that you in there fighting, because I understand how hard it is to fight when you trying to get people to believe in you and believe in what you're saying, and they keep holding these people up and saying that they're doing the right thing.
Right.
And you're the problem. Shut up, lay down, and do your time. What you complaining about? We gave you a fair trial. You know, we gave you what we thought was a fair trial. That's crazy.
No.
Yeah.
It's not a fair trial.
It's not a fair trial. It's not justice. This is crazy, man.
that's what we're dealing with. So, it's like that's why I had the web page created, just for Derrick Jordan, so individuals can see what I'm saying. I can stand up here and shout, because I know I'm innocent. It's not an instance where I'm just saying this, you can go looking through my case and see that I actually done this. No, bro, this doesn't make any sense at all, man.
What?
Through the facts of my case, this speaks for itself, man.
What's going on with since this been made a news story? Other than is there anything going on that you know about them trying to remove her off the bench or replace her as a special prosecutor? Is anything going on with it?
I know they trying to. I don't know how vocal they're going to be with this, but they're trying to get her off the bench. But I think it ought to be done through the election process. I know my lawyers point this out to them. However, I haven't seen anybody as far as read any news about making this more informed to the public about her propensity to make rulings that's contrary to the law.
You know what they used to always write to me when they countered my argument, and I always looked at cases and stuff like that. They talked about how the reason why they don't push forward with conversations like this because they believe that it's going to break down the integrity of the criminal justice system. They start pointing out all the inconsistencies, so they always try to look past them. I've seen.
And this is what get us to this point.
Right.
If she was make that knowledge the fact of the policeman's givens. She will also have to acknowledge the fact that an ASA was present when I was interrogating without a police officer being present. And as assistant state's attorney, did not see any wrong without me being interrogated by detectives without a guardian being present. And you use this evidence of this gun instance in my trial, knowing that it was illegally obtained, that would be passing an indictment, not just on the Chicago police, which they had no knowledge of doing, but on the state's attorney's office, as well as the entire judicial system in Cook County.
Yes, yeah, but I talked about this before. You talk about fruit from a poisonous tree, and they keep building on top of building. And how much, you got to keep, when you lie, you got to keep telling lies, and they got to continue to keep telling lies because they can't tell the truth. I don't even think they know what the truth look like, to be honest with you. That's just me talking, but I'm telling you right now that because, and that's why they keep appointing their individuals that's going to uphold that lie. See, they could not appoint somebody who going to be contradictory or bring up somebody who's a true radical that's going to find the truth. They're appointing people that's going to uphold the lie. Right. That's why they put her in position of power.
We
Right.
see, but we currently have a Cook County State Attorney, Kim Fox, who's trying to dispense justice in a fair sense as best as possible.
Kim Fox?
They're labeling her, they're trying their best to label her as being as if she's an affiliate with a street gang.
Where she come from? Cook County also?
Yeah, she come from Cook County, grew up in the Cabrini Greens on the north side of Chicago.
She sound like she black.
Yeah, Kim Fox.
Yes, sir.
Kim Fox. And I seen her in that new. I seen her. Now, why is she? Is she? Are you guys trying to get her to replace this?
We're trying to bring her involved. We're trying to make her more aware to what we're dealing with. But keep in mind, she's only one.
Right.
She cannot go down and tell her underlings what to do. They're gonna continue on with the program.
They gonna find some way to oust her.
No, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach out to Kim Fox and see if she's willing to enter into a dialogue with us to elevate this conversation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if it's a Zoom call.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we can get this and make this national news.
A national thing.
Make this national, a national conversation. Because it's not just happening in Illinois. It's got to be happening across the boards.
I told you how it's happening in Marietta, Florida, man. How they do that shit down there, man. Mm-hmm. They got a good old boy network down there, man.
Yeah. This is crazy, man.
They fucked me over down there.
That's what they do. They fuck everybody over. Yeah.
This
So
is what we deal with. It's a rough trail. And
What-
this is why we're trying to get more and more of the community to be aware of this. Because we're trying to say, correct the problem before the problem affects you in your life.
right.
We should not have to wait till our community be victimized and say, man, how did this judge get on the bench? Once we see that this judge do something to somebody else.
Right.
We see the pattern already.
Right.
We see what the way in which this judge is going to make rulings.
Right.
So let's start working the same way we do all this for these politicians we run for office. It's the same way these judges run for office.
Yeah.
Let's protect them.
Yeah.
What have they been ruling? What's their inclination? What organization do they belong to? What oaths are they taking? Are they a part of these here Proud Boys? Are they an offshoot of these here oath keepers?
They are.
Why they doing this? Because they don't want to get in the streets and bash us inside their head, but they get in this forum and hit us inside their head with these uprights out there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is...
This,
Go ahead, bro.
we got to keep time. We was lied to and told that slavery ended. Slavery didn't end. Slavery was given a different name.
Yeah.
According to the Constitution, a person can't be subjected to slavery after being duly convicted.
Right. Right. You
That's
know,
all they had to do.
Martin...
They slavery by another name.
All they gotta do is put a felony on you.
We serve their purpose in these institutions.
Right. Yeah, it was warehouse bodies and utilize them for economic income for these rural white communities. That's all it's for.
Economical gain, my brother.
That's all it is. They have no intentions of stopping what they're doing because it's not benefiting us, it's benefiting them. So they have no reason to stop.
All they got to do is put a felony on your ass and you a slave again.
Go ahead. You guys heard you got a minute left. Go ahead, talk to us.
Yeah, they finished. Yeah, I invite everybody, man, to check out my page, man, justiceforderrickjordan.com, man, to get it, to see more about my fight and how I'm trying to correct this problem, man, as well as I invite everybody to get involved, man. I
Yeah.
appreciate it.
Yeah, let's network, bro. Let's network. Let's try to stay on the same agenda and network, because as a force we can make this happen. You know what I'm saying? So let's.
I told you to call me anytime, man. Anytime.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you. I want to plug y'all on my Facebook page and to start giving y'all more exposure as well, because I know y'all doing this in the right way, so we need this, man.
All right.
Yeah, we doing it for y'all.
Even if you don't want to talk, man, just call me, man.
We doing it for
Talk to
y'all.
me.
We doing this for y'all. We doing it for y'all.
Y'all stay focused, man.
Yeah,
You
we
too,
doing it
bro.
for y'all, man. Keep your head up, bro.
Much love, bro.
Yeah,
Love.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you for calling. That was Derrick Jordan from he's calling us from
Illinois.
IDOC and doing all this time. And I know you guys heard what he said. You're in the grill pit, SAF Mo, my man.
Ron, be in the middle. You in the grill pit, bitch.
And you understand that, you know, I've been pressing on people how important this platform is. It's not for me or you. We out. We do whatever the hell we want to
We
do.
doing what you do.
We can do what we can be doing.
free.
Yeah, we don't have to do this. We doing it
How
for
Martin Luther
them.
King said, free at last, free at last.
We free.
Thank God Almighty.
I'm
I'm free at
off
last.
motherfucking paper, man. You in a grill pit. This SAF Mo. I'm off motherfucking paper, man. So I could easily turn my back and walked away from all these individuals. So at Ron B, you don't have to be here.
Nope.
You could be motherfucking at Billy's right now,
Nope.
turned up.
Yeah.
With all these rest of these marks out here talking about they turned us, you know, and it's bigger than that, because
But I ain't on that shit, though.
when you say the community needs to stand up for these gentlemen, I've been saying this for the longest. That's why we just had David come up in here from IDOC and talk about restorative justice, how it looks different for our community, and we need to get involved with it. So with Derrick's situation, he parked out this Mary Brosnahan from Cook County, who's married to one of the detectives
That investigated his case.
that's there, part and partial to what's going on in
Yeah.
that station
Yeah.
2.
Now,
in
she's the
Illinois.
prosecutor.
She's the prosecutor. Now she's a judge. And I always had a theory about them laying bones,
told
standing
you.
on dead people's. You know how they get their political appointment? They stand on dead people.
I told you a long time ago how this shit go, man.
Yeah, good old boys.
It's a good old boy network, man. They go to the same weddings.
Same
They go to the
everything.
same funerals.
Same everything.
They go to the same parties, birthday parties, everything.
everything.
It's a whole network of people, man. They see each other. You think they gonna cross each other?
Why would they?
After they go, after
Why
they,
would
they gotta see each other at all these events.
But the reason why she got her job, just like I told you, the reason she got her job is because they know. Just like we was talking about before, when we just was talking to David.
because they know she gonna stick to
they
the
gonna stick
narrative
to the
that they got going
She
on.
gonna stick to the program.
Yeah.
That's why they appointed her. They didn't. They already knew.
Yeah.
Like me and you. Like when they come do a criminal background check, oh, they already know. They already know she married to the buddy. They already knew. It's common knowledge. Who's the best to put in
They
that
probably
position?
put his ass on her. They probably put his ass on her.
All right. Let's just truth, stranger than fiction. So what's the solution? SAF Mo. You know, I got problems. I got bills. I gotta pay. I got all types of drama issues. You know what I'm saying? The car broke down. You know. I'm trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. You know what I'm saying? Why you give me all these problems? SAF Mo. That's why I don't really like your show, because I wanna laugh and you wanna talk about serious shit. SAF Mo. Community activism is the solution. I started off saying that these judges are elected officials. So why are we voting these individuals in who have these relationships with these organizations that is founded in in corruption? How do we think that they're gonna be fair, progressive, impartial? It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? And then the chief judge. I'm gonna call you out, Chief Judge Timothy Evans. Chief Judge Timothy Evans out of Cook County. You know, where you fit in this at? You got prosecutors, you got judges, you got this department you running, and these judges you running, prosecutors you running them too, defense you running the whole thing. You assign these individuals. You're not investigating your department. You acting though it's all good, and it's not all good. So I've been hearing from a lot of brothers at IDOC about this Kim Fox, and Kim Fox, I'd like to have you on the show. Like you to shout out. I know you got something to say about the situation, but even a person like him, Fox, and I'm not a reformist, or I don't believe in any of that, but she's trying to do the best she can to correct the wrongs. But every time you correct the wrong, you have these racist, right-wing Republicans with their slander tactics. Now she's soft on crime because she's trying to correct their mistakes. And is it more so they don't want their mistakes to be shown, or they want to continue to lock up black and brown bodies? Talk to me. Let me know. Because that's how I feel. You know what I'm saying? At the end of this, in this conversation, after listening to this brother talk, I feel like it's business as usual. You know what I'm saying? And they don't care what's going on in our community, how this criminal justice mass incarceration has destroyed black and brown communities. Let us know what you think. Should the community, as well as those entertainers who claim Chicago, be involved in this cause? I mean, it's simple. Man, let me know. I mean, why are we letting these individuals off? Why are we letting the community off? Community complains to these individuals and get everybody locked up. Is the community not part of this problem also? Should the community step up? We have the ability to elect these individuals, especially these judges. And if it's judges on a ballot, and we need to do our research on them, you know what I'm saying? And get judges on the ballot that's at least somewhat progressive. At least try to right the wrongs, try to correct the direction of this shit that we going on. Cause, man, this is crazy. Free all the guys. Free all the guys. Free all the guys. Free all the guys. Shout out to my man, Ron B in the middle. Shout out. It's all good. It's all good. We out here. You in the grill pit, nigga.
You're in the grill pit, nigga.
You're in the grill pit, nigga.